Hey, what's up, Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope? And last week, every Monday we try to do a review of one of our shows, and we're doing the review season finale of The Shy, and we'll do a little preview as well on Power Book Two as well. So we're just gonna just wrap this week up with The Shy. We wasn't here last week because I had some technical difficulties going on, but you know, what's up, Keisha? What's up, Wayne?
Hey,
What's going on, Q?
What's going on? So Dwayne, we gonna cut right to it, man. Episode 10 of The Shy.
Episode 10. Well, it's the season finale, right? That's what they said. And after watching this last one last week, I think season 9 should have been the finale. I think they should have ended it with Ronnie getting shot. Gave you that teaser and came back the next year. If she really wanted to end it the right way, that's how she should have ended it. Um, I was pretty disappointed in the season finale. I really was. They showed Emmett's wedding. They showed all that going on. Brother had a stolen suit on, courtesy of his father. His father couldn't even give him a good bachelor center. He had him in a couples massage with a bunch of old white men up in the sauna. Meanwhile, Jada just throwing a bash for Tiff in her house with a female dressed up as a cop stripper. So I don't know, man. I just don't know what Lena was trying to accomplish this season. Um, Her bad acting ass. She put herself she put herself in a couple of scenes again. She making herself the just the moral compass, right? She had the bad information. This she ain't use it, but she must have used some of it because Papa's father got arrested for money laundering at the cemetery. Would the cops really arrest him at the cemetery right after a funeral? They do that? Like, they just gonna pull up people walking back from the gravesite. Oh, Stanley Jackson? Yes. And you're under arrest. Oh, this must be the work of the devil. Like,
Cooney.
I mean, hey Keisha, how you feel about the episode?
The episode was trash, like the season.
Mm,
The,
I
the
think it
I
was.
mean,
I think the episode, the season. I'm giving the season a D. Unfortunately, I have to be that harsh on them. I mean, Lena, it was really bad comparable to the first two seasons. The first two seasons was knocking it out the park. The storylines was good. This season, the storylines was bad, and it seemed like episode 10 was nothing but a show of cheesy lines all throughout the whole show. Even going back to when Tiff and Emmett was at the counselor's office, and she said the line, "Don't let this dashiki and degrees fool you."
she ain't have a dashiki on.
Yeah, it just was a bunch of cheesy lines all the
is
way.
that
Like,
professional? That's
yeah,
not
just
usually how we act. If you have it in you, you wait till you get to your friends. Like, you know, they was about to bring Bone Quisha out. Like, you don't. I don't know. It was trash. Like, even straight girl. I like girl strip. I don't like men strippers. Disgusting. We go to the strip club. We would not have we like girls, pretty girls, shaking their ass. We ain't gonna want nobody coming in there dressed like a man, um, to give us a lap. That wasn't believable to me. Um, and I like to go to the strip club, and so do my friends. We do hood ratchet things.
Ain't
So
nothing wrong.
that didn't seem realistic to me.
No.
Um, and it's just all over the place. Like, Jake is not dumb, so he would know that Papa's father name would be in the paperwork. He just let that go down, but then he told Trig, like, Kev's my brother. That this is my family. So is Papa. Like, it's just all over the place. Duda, I mean, I don't know. Candy is a terrible actress. She needs lessons. Her and Duda have no chemistry whatsoever to me.
Not believable.
It's not believable. And then we know Candy for sex. Candy's big on being very sexual. Like their sex scenes is horrible. It's no chemistry. Um, where was the food from the wedding?
It's a good
Emmett
question.
has a restaurant. Lala didn't cater the food. Like it just doesn't seem. It just seems like all over the place. Um, but that's what the season has been. So I don't
Yeah,
know.
a bunch of
I'm glad it's
edited parts,
over.
a
Yeah,
bunch
yeah.
of edited parts made to make one
Unless,
episode.
But it's
I
not
mean,
fitting. It's like putting a round
yeah.
peg into a round hole, square peg, or however that goes. It's not fitting.
Well, at least, Maisha got the, what did she say? The hottest boy in the game wearing her chain.
yeah, that like
Like,
whole
Where
bunch
these
of cheap
lines
fun.
come from?
I don't know. What are they doing?
It just seemed weird, and he wasn't Duda all year long. He was Duda for episode 10, but basically he was Otis Perry all year long. Like,
Oh,
But
really?
why would Trig work for him? Like, I don't even believe none of that. I don't. He doesn't trust Duda. He killed his brother. I don't see him being like, "Yeah, I'm gonna work for you."
even if he felt like he was indebted to him, he wouldn't have
Right,
did that. It just didn't
right.
seem realistic.
But
And
it
then
seemed like wherever he was outside of coming to get his brother, he was doing well. So why not go back there?
Right.
Like it. Just, I don't know.
And then I didn't understand the last line when Duda turned to him and was like, and one more thing, there's a new motherfucking sheriff in town.
yeah,
What
like
I've
why
been
would
looking
he
for you. Why
you
would you
would think he
say
would
that
say that to him in the
in
beginning
the
when he first
beginning?
came in, and then the
But
way he
y'all
was,
don't remember when Trig shot his boy in episode 1 or 2? Trig's
yeah,
not scared of you.
True.
it just seems weird. And then when Trig said, "Yo, I just want to stay in the house," dude, I looked at Jasmine like, I figured you would say that, like just weird, like all over the place, like. It's the episode, like we being critical of the season because we
Uh,
really liked the shy, and it really sold us on the first two episodes. I mean, first two seasons, but it just seemed really all over the place, and it just seemed
and
confusing.
what are they doing with Jada? Like, what is she just like? She's the moral compass.
And another thing, why would Keisha goes to Jada? Jada says, "I know somebody who would be willing, who somebody would be perfect to talk to," and it would not have been Tiff. Keisha would not have talked to Tiff.
I didn't get it.
Like Tiff would
Because
have
they
been like,
trying to ruin Emmett and Keisha being together. Like that's where the connection is. Me now, don't get me wrong, Tiff got his back,
Yeah,
but he's not friends with Tiff. And I don't know, at my middle age, relationships with no friendships don't really make it. They don't really
exactly.
last. So the natural connection to me is him and Keisha.
right.
It just seems very forced. It seems like they
Mhm.
really trying to make something out of this
Something out of
season.
nothing.
Yeah, it just seemed like they forced characters together and they forced chemistry, and like the show had a natural chemistry anyway. It's just a weird situation. So like I told y'all, I really don't have much to say about the show. I'm giving it a D for
No, no,
season
I feel
three.
it. I
And
feel it.
then like the thing that I see on social media with how it seems like they're forcing the relationship, they're forcing them to be friends. Okay,
I don't like
let's just
friendship.
say let's just say they are friends and they all do get along. It doesn't seem that way because Candy and Lala don't really mess with them like that. You
Nah, they don't.
you see it, and like I know a bunch of them is from Chicago or so forth, but it just seems odd. I mean,
It
the
was
young
just
lady, the young lady who plays Tracy, she says when Ronnie's funeral, she said, "I'm sorry," but then when she did the question and answers on Instagram, she got mad that people questioned Tracy's character. Well, why did Tracy say sorry then? I
exactly.
mean, because Tracy looks like the villain because she kept asking Ronnie to
Kept,
stay.
kept
She
asking.
asked Ronnie to, basically handle that. For a lack of better word, she told
And
Ronnie to go
then
seek
she
justice for
told Ronnie
Jason.
to handle it. and then left him after he did handle it. Like, you too much to deal with. I don't like those type of women.
No.
A lot of y'all out there, but I don't like y'all.
I don't know how they bring her back. What they gonna bring her back to do next season?
To
Yeah.
help Keisha, because she's a part of that find the missing kids. And they done found the missing kids in Atlanta. So I think in her mind, she thinks that that's a good story arc. But no, you're not SVU.
Mm.
Like, SVU is good at that. This was about Chicago and about the neighborhood and the people and all. It's like you trying to do too much or something. I don't
You
know.
think you think that happens a lot, Keisha, where she's trying to make what we would say a political or social statement in a show that really isn't there yet?
Possibly,
Yeah.
possibly. But I mean, I like the kids. I like their relationships or whatever. Um, but I'm not. That's not even real either anymore. Like, it's just, I don't know. I'm not connected like I was.
And she kind of, I don't know, maybe I overanalyze it, but she kind of tried to make these young girls grown. Like the way Maisha was talking to Papa at the table, like you gotta take care of yourself first, and then they got Gemma who just breaks to Kevin that she tried to kill herself, and she go to a psychiatrist and just want to make sure he all right, and
She
then
told a psychiatrist that she was going to give him
the
to,
test.
to
Yeah,
break the virginity, and she said, "Oh, he's cool. He's a gay guy with a third eye."
yeah.
What did that have to do with anything about him being a psychiatrist? Him being gay, he's the third eye. I mean,
Because
psychiatrists.
everything is about gay. I hate to say it. When it comes to her, it's like everything is about gay. I'm surprised she ain't try to make one of the kids gay. Like, everything is about gay. And I just don't think that that's true or holistic. Like, and even Trig being gay or whatever he is, whatever he identifies himself
Right.
with. Even she made him a villain. So I just don't understand what her plight or what her message is. Because how can he be? I'm still pissed off. How is he the villain if he tells someone I'm not interested? I don't care where he was sitting
Right.
in a gay bar. He was there minding his business. This person keeps pursuing. You're the aggressor, and he did something wrong. What messaging is she trying to get out?
Mm,
I don't even know.
yeah,
And
that's
to
that's that's
me, none of the men are stand-up heterosexual men.
None of them.
So what? But that woman is
Dre.
yeah,
Right.
she's the best man on the show. Really? I
And
mean,
listen, I ain't trying to get over religious or nothing like that. He tore down the church this season too. He trying to tear down the church. You know what I mean?
What, so
But he
what?
said,
What was
I'm,
her angle with,
a
with Papa's father?
I'm not a bad man. I'm an ambitious man. Well, what does that make me? What kind of man am I gonna
Yeah,
be?
what kind of man am I gonna be? A
A
better
better
man than me, son.
what kind of dumb? Who wrote that? They need
man.
K Brown. Who wrote that? Who wrote these words?
And where the hell is Papa's mother? They always
Yeah,
refer to her. You
if
never
you're
see
gonna
her.
if you're gonna introduce an expanded role for Papa's father, you should have definitely brought Papa's mother into the show. It just seemed all over the place, even to the point like now they could have even showed where Jake's mother got some clean time or whatever, and could have had her come in the end of the episode because she
Yeah,
was supposed to go get custody, and
right.
they just threw
Season
that in there, and then
episode one, she was supposed to go down to the courthouse. Episode one, and you never seen her again.
the way they did Sonny's character, like now you're just gonna write Sonny off the show.
And why even?
Like
That
that's
first of
not
all, that's not
that,
even realistic.
yeah, that's not realistic because the old head would have came back with a baseball bat
Right.
and took your knees out. And
And I don't believe so many in the community would have turned out. They'd have been like, "Yo, I grew up on Sunny food. Y'all
I
just
don't believe
heard."
they were supposed to show Emmett making it right. Sonny would be proud of him.
Yes.
So a conversation was supposed to take place. And he knew that it was probably too much for him. Where's the conversation?
Yeah.
Not believable. It's just not believable. And Sonny would be the good guy.
Even
You
even
know,
even to the point with the landlord, young Rel, like I understand landlords got to get money, but he would. I don't think that he would have done Sonny like that. I think he'd have wanted Sonny like, look, man, it's not working. The conversation, something would have been had. I mean,
It would
it
have been.
just seemed. I know that she's trying to quote unquote give us her representation of Chicago, but if Chicago's like that, damn, yo, yo, it must be really cutthroat. Because, I mean, it's no
He
decorum, no
introduced,
respect,
he
no.
introduced characters too, and didn't do anything more with them. What happened to Tomas? Like, it's like,
yeah, like she had a boyfriend. She was meeting them. He was meeting the parents. He
hmm,
wasn't at the wedding. Like what? They all over the place. Tomas ain't gonna be there next year. That's why.
And even the boy that was trying to kick it with Tiff, like, okay, y'all brought him in to show that Tiff was actually being faithful and loyal to Emmett, but we didn't need a new character to know that. We always seen like Tiff would only be about that little boy and about her little weed business that she had going on. Her character
First of
is not
all,
expanded enough to be talking about all the stuff she doing.
and here's the thing. Emmett is 20, 21. He not that old
no,
because Keisha's still in high school. What are you trying to make him out to be? All niggas cheat at that age. Like, what are you trying to make him out to be? I'm so confused.
no.
But you see what it is. Think about it. They stopped season 3 with Emmett and Tiff getting married. That was supposed to have been Brandon and what you call Jericho. That was
Yeah.
supposed to have been Brandon Jericho. So
But
so
he's no Brandon.
No.
exactly. And it's funny because as
Brandon
much as
looked
that
like he was a square his whole life. He grew up in the hood, but he was a square.
and
Emmett
he
a
played the
dibble and
character
dabble.
he played the character right. Like even Emmett, like he never even though Emmett couldn't cook, Emmett always had a little hustle with him. He was selling the sneakers. He understood social media, how to get on
Right.
there and market yourself. Like it just the whole thing was a big character shift for Emmett. And they were like Dwayne said before, they were trying to make him a Brandon,
Yeah.
and they didn't give us enough closure on Brandon, which is crazy.
And
And
then
you
when
know,
they did that live, they was like, "Come on, y'all know dude that killed Brandon." And I'm like, "How we know that? You never stated what happened to him."
I don't know. It just seemed like, and even to the point, like when me and Keisha had talked about it before, Dwayne. If you look at that last episode, the shy really. It seemed like the last episode was the episode. It's never going to come back on again because it's really nothing to look forward to for next
It
season.
could be the last episode because I don't care if Keisha keep that baby or not. It could be the last damn episode.
Yeah, yeah. It
They
just
haven't
seemed
been
real
renewed.
strange.
They
They
haven't
haven't
been renewed.
renewed yet. Nah, not yet. That's why they on social media showing clips from this season. They putting all this stuff on Showtime. She trying hard to get renewed.
So that was my question. What's next for the shy? What y'all think?
I think next year they got to concentrate on the kids. You know that I mean, what's going to happen with Papa and Maisha? What's going to happen with Kevin and this Gemma girl? And I think the other big storyline is Trey working for Duda. And are they
Does Emmett
and are
does
they
Tiff
going to pull?
does
Let
Tiff
me ask
find
you
out does
a
Tiff
question.
find out about Emmett if they come back on? That he
If
I
cheated?
Lala's
think
not coming back, she gonna find out.
I don't think I think if she do find out, it'll be like Keisha said. That's because the Lala character ain't there, and she's like, "I'm good with it. We married, but I don't want you working with her," sort of thing. If they go down that road, um, the one thing I am curious about if it does come back is how Trey is going to handle Jake, like when he working for Duda. Like, is Jake going to be like, "Well, I'm working for him with you"?
Yeah, because Jake quit his job because he ain't want to be bothered with Duda.
They want to be bothered.
So And the way their relationship was building to me, they would have talked. They gonna talk about it.
Right.
Yeah,
So what?
Jake gonna be like, "Why is you working for this dude? Like, what's
Right,
wrong with you?"
right. And is Papa gonna be mad at Jake? Like, you sent the paperwork to get my father in trouble.
True.
Cause Jake and them, it's in that paperwork.
Mm.
Yeah, it's
And
just
you gotta
a
figure
real
out,
a,
gotta
a,
figure out what the three of them got going on. But the
And
three of them,
them kids is old. They not old enough, but they
yeah,
street smart enough that they recognize what's going on.
yeah. But we gotta see what the scam was with Duda, with Gemma's father, and with the pastor. Like,
Oh
cause all
yeah,
he
cause it's Gemma
said was,
father.
right, cause all he said was, Pastor Jackson got arrested, and he gonna be singing.
So is Duda going to try to have Trey kill him?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
See, that was the route that I felt like it was going. But why would Trey do that?
Yeah,
Because
because
he came in the way he came in. He wasn't. Reg was scared of Duda.
right.
Trey came in like he wasn't scared of Duda. So I don't even understand why he would work for him.
I don't either. He killed the dude first episode.
First
yeah,
episode.
yeah. It's just like I said, that's a wrap for me. That's a D for season three. 3 and D. I guess they call that in the NBA,
3D.
Dwayne. You can
Yeah,
shoot threes and you can play defense.
I'm gonna give it a C minus because it gave
C
me a
minus.
couple of chuckles this year,
Keisha.
a couple of times.
F.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm all
Now
about
we
black men. They get an F.
this is true.
I know
now
y'all
we
think I hate men, but I'm
No, no.
all about men.
Why
They
would we
get an
think
F.
you hate men? Why would we think you hate men? Oh, you mean the rest of less talk? Okay.
Yeah, them let's talk in a
Yeah, that's
group.
crazy. Y'all
so
be talking about
so
your relationships on Let's Talk. Leave that alone.
Not me.
And don't talk about Kamala either.
so
Leave it.
now so now we're gonna go to our preview of Power Book 2 and what we think is coming up.
Can I be honest?
As we know, Power closed out somewhat of a bang. I mean, the last 3-4 episodes, a lot of the fans was upset, but it looks
No.
like Power Book 2 is coming. Mary J. Blige, Method, a whole bunch of new actors. Jason Sankora, who plays Tommy, he won't be in there, and Amari Hardwick won't be in there as well, who played Ghost. So now, for those that don't know, Ghost will be Tariq is basically Ghost.
No.
Tariq is going to be the man behind the man. So, Dwayne, what you think, man? What you think about Power Book 2?
First of all, did Omari and 50 have some type of dispute? And
Why you say that?
the only reason I asked that is because 50 took care of everybody else. Tommy gonna have his own show. They gonna show him out in Los Angeles. You know, Lorenz Tate gonna have his own show spinoff. All these people spinning off, except for Omari and the one that played Angela. Like they got
Mm.
rid of him. But as far as Power Book 2 that's coming out next week, I'm kind of excited to see what direction it goes in. I like Method Man being on there, Mary J, and we're gonna see Notori. I think she's gonna show herself as a good actress because now she got to be like she in jail and all that stuff. So I mean, it looks from the trailer, it looks very interesting to me. And as Keisha said, with Candy and Lala having to get acting coach, I think Mary J has come a long way with her acting. Especially when she was like in Mudbone and all that. And
She
so
she has come a long way.
yeah,
But what I want to ask you guys about one thing. They got a couple things. You're gonna have Simon. Simon's gonna be the mayor again. The business guy who played he owned the club before Ghost owned the club. So it's like Dwayne said. Are they gonna bring the Italians back in it as well?
I don't know, but they got Stacks in there. You got to keep him Sacks. Because
Yeah.
Sacks, you got to keep Sacks. You couldn't get rid of him.
Sex is okay. Um, I mean, I just don't know. I was disappointed in how Power ended because Tasha was dumb, and I never really considered her dumb.
Right.
all her movements at the end was dumb. So I guess that's how they wanted to wrap it up. In a bow. Um, Tariq's too cocky. He's too. Tariq went from naive to ghost. It was too quick for me. Right? This is a sheltered kid. I got a sheltered kid. Listen, I'm paying a whole bunch of money to a university. He's still dumb as a bag of rocks. It's like, mommy, I need you to figure this out for me. He got a father that's from the street, so he do have stuff that's innate. Tariq's transition is just too much for me.
Mm.
When you're a shelter kid, he was a shelter kid. Like the season of power, maybe a month, maybe even 2 months. It ain't a year's time frame. How did he become a junior ghost that fast? So
One of the things that I didn't like in the way the power ended, like you said, Keisha, is that he got so bitter and angry towards his father. I mean, at the end of the day, if you most fans will agree that Ghost, uh, the reason why most people like Ghost is because Ghost's character was real. He was a very complicated individual. So you rooted for him because he was a street guy and he was trying to really change his life around. So this is why most fans rooted for Ghost. So I get it, and I just think that you know the complicated relationship that Tariq had with his father, they could have at least Ghost should have been able to explain it to him more, because Tariq didn't understand that everything Ghost did at the end of the day was not about Ghost. He really was unselfish because he could have been walked away from everything and just left everybody stinking, but he chose not to, and he was trying to set people up. Tasha, at the end of the day, like he said, even at the end, Tasha wanted to still be in the drug game. Tasha wanted that, that money, that lifestyle. He was trying to make a transition, and it's like Tariq now. Everything that he protected from Tariq from. Now, what Tariq is going to be going to school and the drug dealer?
Yeah.
I mean,
And where's little sister at?
well,
it
they don't
seems
show her
like
much.
they seem like she's in the newer episodes
Okay.
because they
I really,
said
I really do think Mary J is going to kick butt in this because,
I think so too.
like the last
I
couple
think
of
so
things I've
too.
seen, like when I saw Mary J in Umbrella Academy, she's really honing in on her craft. I think that she is perfect for this type of role to bring that edginess, that street swag to the role, as well as Method.
Yeah,
Method.
I think it's gonna be real
He,
good.
Listen, I
yeah.
love Method Man. That is a good looking middle aged man. Whew. Just by what his appearance.
This
Stay
isn't
on,
less. This isn't
stay
Let's
on
Talk
mission.
After Dark, Keisha.
Stay
I'm
on mission.
just letting it be known that's a good looking man. Okay.
Stay on mission.
Yeah. So Dwayne is still
I'm on
characters
that.
from Dwayne. Is they ever going to tell us uh, who was teaching the young girl that went to Tariq school? Who was she?
Yeah.
Is they ever going to give us that information? I
I
mean,
don't know.
It'll be 2 seasons later to have Power roll.
yeah, yeah.
I think
So
Lena
I'm
was trying to copy that, but I digress.
I'm looking forward to it. I mean,
Yeah, I'm looking forward to
I hope like hell the first couple episodes is really like edgy, because if it's a bore and it's dragged on,
Gotta come with a bang.
yeah, 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 yeah. I see that they're gonna have the Sax's old boss, who is now in her private practice. She's gonna be Tasha's lawyer, which
it. Yeah,
you
yeah.
know
Good.
you can't blame certain people for keeping that check rolling.
Yeah, they got
Lala got Keisha got killed. A lot of people got killed off of Power. They was no stranger to killing a character off.
yeah, yeah.
Julio. I was very upset. In my youth, I really like Latinos. I was very upset when they killed Julio.
Keisha,
You like
is
that
there?
16 Julio had. I know where you going. Got that brown liquor going over there.
I'm drinking wine. Julio, that was my type of man in my youth. Y'all don't even understand. From Irvington to North Newark. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, she was over, she was over there
So
by, she was over
so
there
we
by
look we
Barracks. She was
we
over there by Highland Avenue. She was over there.
Mm-hmm.
we
Over
looking
there back
forward
in
to
Park.
we looking forward to Power Book 2, and we're gonna see what's gonna happen. Is there anything else? I mean, we don't have to have a long show. We basically just throwing the dirt on the Shy
Right.
for season 3,
It
and
was trash.
It was trash.
all right.
On another note, man, rest in peace to my man, Big John Thompson Jr. I've been sad all day, man. I even cried this morning. You know, and he was just a champion for black people, man. 8 years old, I like Georgetown because I said to my dad, "Who's that big black man? He the coach," and that was it. And
with
so,
a with a
uh,
towel over his shoulder.
towel over his shoulder. You see on TNT tonight, they honored him. All the people on TNT pregame had the towel over their suits and stuff.
All I can say is that like you said, Dwayne, big shout out to Big John. For the college athlete that knows anything about Prop 48, this guy was a champion.
Yes.
He walked off the court like he wasn't with the talking. He
Listen,
wasn't with none of that symbolic gestures. He said something and did some things.
listen. You know what was really
I
ironic?
listen. I loved Alonzo Mourning and all of them when they played. Y'all know I
Yeah.
used to play basketball in my
Yeah,
youth,
yeah,
but
yeah,
yeah,
yeah. But listen, I thought Coach K said it perfect. Q, and I'll end my thoughts on this. Per, what Coach K said was, with everything that's going on right now in 2020, we needed a John Thompson because he
yeah.
was the perfect person to address everything that was going on. But he wasn't in good health, so he couldn't address
Listen, I'm gonna end with this. We need more John Thompsons and Muhammad Ali, and
it. Absolutely.
I ain't gonna say who I'm gonna say less of, but
All right. Yeah,
Quentin
With
know
that,
who I'm gonna say.
I
We
know
need
with
what you're
less
gonna
Jim
say.
Browns,
I
but
knew you were gonna
okay.
say.
with
I
that,
knew
with
I
that, we
was
gonna close out. And for those watching, those that may watch, don't forget next Monday we're gonna start Power Book 2. If you want to
Labor
join,
Day.
if you want to join the show and review with us, we more than welcome to offer anybody an invitation to come on. You just got to be
Not
insightful.
everybody.
You just got to be insightful and know
Not
something about
everybody.
the show and be able to just be opinionated. With
Yeah.
that, we're gonna close
Send me
out.
an inbox so I can approve.
Good night, everyone, and have a blessed night.